Welcome back. I had a little trouble locking down this interview with Charles Price because he's always on the move, usually volunteering in Rochester schools. The man is 96 years old, so that impressed me. The fact that he was Rochester's first black police officer impressed me, but I soon found out there's so much more to his story. But of course, we had to start with the police stuff when I finally sat down with him in the cafeteria of RCSD's school number 4.
I don't say it was done on a dare.
He was hanging out with some friends when it happened.
And this gentleman came in and made a statement that the Rochester would not take any Negroes at that time on the Rochester Police Department. And, you know, most of us that are there were born and raised here. And we said, you're full of crap.
Price took the test and passed. That was 1947.
I was the only one. I said, oh, God, stupid me. I had to pass it. So I can't go back on my word.
What was it like to be part of the department at that time?
Good and bad. They'd take you off the street and say, here's your club of your policeman.
There wasn't a lot of training?
No such thing as training. I didn't have anything anybody I could go to and say, hey, what do I do?
He sought and received advice from a black Chicago police officer from Rochester who said this.
You see that fight going on across the street? If there's two white fellows fighting over there, you don't touch them. If there's two colored fellows over there, you can touch them. I said, what? You know, here I am in Rochester now. What do I do? So that's the way I had to learn.
But it wasn't in the department or even in Rochester where segregation unmasked itself before Price.
When I was in high school and we were graduating, my graduating class, most of the fellows were white, and we were my best of friends. And we all got together and said, let's join the United States Army Air Corps.
They stuck together right up until a sergeant told his friends to go one way and Price another. You were part of the Tuskegee unit.
Well, they say yes. I don't like to say, you know, people ask me, I say yes, okay, go about it.
He did not fly combat missions, but he did learn to fly.
And we used to hate the plane that was built right up here in Niagara Falls. The P-39, it was a Bel Air Cobra, they called it. But it had a 20-millimeter gun that went shot through the propeller outside in the center of the propeller. But the only trouble is the recoil came right down between your legs. The guys were always scared of that one. They didn't like that one, let me tell you. But that was a heck of a, it was a good plane, but we didn't like it.
Talk to Price long enough, and he'll tell you about one misconception, as he sees it, that's out there. The Rochester race riot of 1964. He tells people it wasn't as widespread or violent as some claim. It's what he told a reporter over the phone when it was happening.
And I said, what are you talking about? He said, I said, I'm staying this store. He said, here's the owner now. You want to talk to him? What are you doing? Well, somebody called and told me that. Well, now, you're not out there to see this.
Right.
I'm right there, standing there, sitting and talking to the man.
These days, you can catch Captain Price doing what he did when he wore a badge, helping out in Rochester schools. Why continue to volunteer in the schools?
I don't know. There's just something's in my blood, I guess. I like to help the kids out. If I can help one kid out, I feel great. I get 10, beautiful.
And do you feel like you do reach some of the kids?
Some of them. I've had them go into stores and say, hey, there's Captain Price. And I'll be hiding, trying to get away. I don't know what I mean.
A lot of people around here love that man. Price did retire as a captain from the Rochester Police Department. That was 1985. To see more interviews like this one, go to rochesterfirst.com. When you get there, feel free to head over to the Adam Interviews section.